So the video that you're about to watch is it's the last of the content that we collected when we were visiting Mountain Stream RV Park in outside Marion, North Carolina last August. It was we were there just a few weeks before Hurricane Helene, the remnants thereof came up through Florida and Georgia and really did a lot of damage in western North Carolina. Anyway, this is a kind of a quick video, should have been, going up the mountain out of the campsite up NC 80 up to the top of the ridge where the Blue Ridge Parkway is. Interesting, I was going to put up an image of Google Maps showing the route, but apparently the road still is closed. So what was a 10 or 12 minute ride up the mountain now takes about an hour, over an hour, to get from point A to point B because the road isn't open. So again, we encourage you, if you're able to want to support people that were affected by that storm in that region, to reach out to the various opportunities where you can do so. There's still a lot of people struggling, but things are getting better and eventually they'll recover. We hope someday to get back there ourselves. Anyway, enjoy the video. There we go. Onward and upward. We are climbing 5 miles. And I'm not sure what the elevation change is, but 5 miles up the road to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Yesterday we observed several emergency vehicles running up this road. I suspect there may have been an incident or an accident somewhere near the top of the mountain, but this is considered a very hazardous road. And I saw that 911 phone. There's a place where you can make a phone call because there is zero, it's on the front of that church to the left, there is zero cellular connectivity in this area. So if you did have an incident, your only choice is to drive until you find a place where there's a phone, because you're not going to have Wi-Fi calling, and no cellular, so there's just no way to communicate with somebody. You drive down the mountain until you can get to a phone. But somewhere up above that ridge off to the left is Mount Mitchell, the highest point in North Carolina. We're not going to drive all the way over there today.
Maybe on our next trip.
Certainly it'll be on our next trip. That'll be our things to do next time. But see, in these dead man curves right here. And wait until we get a little further up here. I've already checked the moving maps and looked at the switchbacks. When you've got 3 switchbacks in the matter of about a quarter mile, that is a steep climb. And I do mean a quarter mile of driving, 3 switchbacks. Hopefully the battery won't run out before we get there. This road also appears to be a favorite for the 2-wheel riders. A lot of motorcycles up and down this road yesterday. Today promises to be a beautiful day as well, so I expect there will be a lot going up and down the road. As I mentioned to Monty, we probably will travel a fair bit slower than those 2-wheelers, and so if they come up behind me, I'll wave them around. Because when the sign says go 30 miles an hour around the corner, that is absolutely the maximum safe speed for a 4-wheeler. 2-wheelers, they might get away with hitting it at 50. Although, again, don't know what happened yesterday, but I speculate somebody was going a little faster than they thought faster than the corner would hold. Trout farm, interesting. There are a fair bit of permanent resident sites up here, or maybe they're mostly camps, can't really tell. What we observed yesterday was after about 5 p.m., the volume of traffic on this road went to about 2 vehicles an hour, whereas during the height of the day it was 20 vehicles, well no, a lot more than that probably. It was certainly like 2 vehicles a minute. Yeah, see, now we're coming up on a sign that says 20-mile-an-hour sharp turn. That's about what this F-150 is going to have to slow down to go around this corner. This is the first of the switchbacks, but we got a ways further to go on the to get to the highest. Oh yeah.
Oh my.
So that means there's no residents, no permanent residents above this elevation, if that's where the school bus turns around. No parking anytime. Well, what about if you have to clean your shorts out? I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
I don't think I want to step on this road.
Oh yeah, look at this.
This is exactly why they tell you don't come in this way.
Yes, yeah, this is a highly posted road for vehicles with trailers. You really shouldn't be on here if you've got a tow. Just because, unfortunately, you basically would have to use the entire road if you're dragging something behind you to avoid from dragging what's behind you. Don't go.
I didn't know it's...
I'm the driver. It's okay. Don't be making those sounds while we're going around sharp corners.
Sorry, can't help it.
Wow. Yes. Are your ears popping yet? Because we are climbing big time. Got rock ledge on one side and a drop off of 150 feet to the other side. We are way above the creek now. The lower road coming to the campground follows Buck Creek and actually crosses the Buck Creek several times back and forth on the way to the campground. But as soon as we left the campground, we left the creek behind. It may be several hundred feet down there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was tight. And that's my point. If you're towing a rig, in order to swing wide to avoid from dragging your tow into the rock escarpment, you've got to use the other lane. And if you've got traffic coming the other way, kablamo, or you just sit there and wait and hope that nobody's going to come around that blind corner when you stick your nose out. And you see, on the downhill, everybody's cheating the corners. The double yellow line is really just a vague guide. You use whatever part of the road you feel you got to. I love how the guardrails have those smush points. That's where a tree fell across the guardrail. At some point a tree blew down across the road and smashed the guardrail. Woo, this one's tight. Here we go. Again, we are doing this in just the 150. We left our trailer at the campground, and the campground strongly discourages anyone from arriving at the campground on this segment of North Carolina 80. This is just not, I mean, it's a fun trip. Again, on a two-wheeler, it would be beautiful, it'd be fun. I might be the type to challenge myself and push the speed just a little bit, which is why, again, I think there was somebody that may have exceeded the capabilities of their machine or the road surface yesterday. I mean, I could be completely wrong. It could have been something as foolish as somebody crossing the double and having a minor head-on. It was a lot of equipment that ran up the road, but we really don't know what the outcome was. And at this point, as far up as we are, I've not seen any evidence of an incident. But like I say, if you get into an incident here, you can't just grab your cell phone and dial 911. Okay, I think maybe we're starting into the switches here. No, that wasn't. I guess that was a switch. I might count as a switch. This is a short one. This is definitely not a switch. Second and third gears, that's all this machine's going through right now. Oh, no, we climbed up because of the overdrive, trying to get into 4th. Oh, yeah, here we go. Big climb here. Oh, it's fallen rock here on the right shoulder.
Pick it up, I need that.
Yeah, let me stop. Oh, no stopping on this road, remember? Not even to clean out your shorts.
Yes.
Or pick up rocks for your rock garden. No, Karen, you can't get rocks for your cairn.
Oh, darn.
Oh, I like this. Oh, there's somebody coming the other way. This is definitely one of the switches right here. There we go. They nicely cleaned out the hill though, so you can kind of see what's coming the other direction. That's very helpful. Well, they clear out the inside of the switch so you can see around the corner. Because this is one, when you're making those turns, you come to them, you don't look out the windshield to see where you're going, you look out the right passenger window. Or in this case, the driver's side window, because you can't see the road through the windshield, all you see is off the side of the mountain. Obviously, viewers that are watching this, they're only getting to watch out the windshield, because I'm not able to pan the camera to see where I'm looking. Maybe next time I do something like this, I'll actually just wear headgear. So, oh, look at that. There's the roadway up there. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely one of the... This is one of the switches. So many switches. Hey, we made it to the top of the mountain. We got cell service now. Wow, look at that. In this one, they haven't cut out the inside of the switch. So if you're coming downhill, that's totally blind. You can't see what's coming the other direction. Totally blind. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the switches I was talking about. We've gone about 600 yards now, 1,800 feet. Yeah. So about a quarter mile. So I guess, well, there's a pull-off place there for you to puke. I mean, relieve yourself.
Either or.
All right, so it's not quite as short a distance through the switches as I thought it was. Looking at the moving maps on my phone, the squiggles were so tightly packed together, I assume we were right on top of each other. Another switch right. Ooh, look where you can see where people have dragged their trailer across that one trying to come up. Because the right wheel drops off the pavement and the axle gouges into the pavement. Because the moving maps doesn't tell them not to. I mean, think about the Smuggler's Notch in Vermont, where I mean they have huge signs that say "Do not go this way," and yet 18-wheelers follow the moving map instructions and end up stuck. Yeah, so there's a sign alerting us to Mount Mitchell. We're going to get on the Parkway, but head towards Little Switzerland. If I can figure that out. I think that's where I want to go up, right? Eastern Divide, 3,350 feet. Okay. Now the Blue Ridge Parkway is a lot more scenic and a little less, I mean a fair bit less cringy. You don't get quite the hairpins, but it's still a fairly tight road. Built in the 1930s and just a beautiful place. Roanoke, Virginia, only 230 miles. That's because the Blue Ridge Parkway doesn't have any, very few straight lengths to it. Everything's a curve, a meander, a wander, if you might say. Well, there's a couple of two-wheelers. Those are big cruisers. And they're packed for travel, too. They got the saddlebags and everything. Oh, there's Mount Mitchell over there to the left. Wow. That was gorgeous. top of Mount Mitchell right now is in a cloud, it would be a terrible day to go visit because you'd get up in the fog and then you'd be done.
Nothing,
So I can see ahead of us there's a overlook, so we'll overlook that look. Oh yeah, all those mountains are in the clouds.
Still pretty though.
Yep.
Every time I look down, we go 6. Yeah, this is a nice break.
So this last segment is the departure day. As we were headed down the mountain, we ended up behind a fifth wheel that was delayed by some road machinery going down the road, and I just thought you might find it interesting. Thank you all for watching and liking and subscribing our videos. We'll see you next time. He's just not that conscientious about it. That's why, can you feel the bumps? I'm driving our tires over on the yellow line.
Thank you for that. I only took a half because I don't
Okay.
completely exhaust.
Boy, when the thing went by the RV park, it went zooming by. Oh, they must be stopping or something. Pull off the road? Oh, yes, he did. Okay. Anyway, we're basically done with the mountain now. As we're going past the warning signs. Yeah, look at this guy now, he's flying.